All right, what was going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel here again. You can see it's a nice snowy day here, and deep snow day here in Minnesota. We got dumped on the last probably week or two. Fresh snow today, and nothing more fitting than try and give you guys a review here on these 3-peak snow-flated Falken Wildpeak AT3Ws here. That's kind of what their claim to fame is the severe snow conditions. So this is about a 45,000 mile update I wanted to give you, just because I'm getting closer to that 55,000 mile tread life warranty here that Falken has, I guess. So you can see I got them about 3.5 years ago with 42,000 miles. And so I just approached 87, a little over 87,000, as you can see. So actually probably closer to 46,000 is what I'm at with these tires right now. So 45 and some change, I would call it. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a review at 45,000, since, like I said, we're getting closer to that 55,000 mile tread life warranty. So kind of give you a full walk around here. These are wearing extremely well. I got them from Discount Tire, like I said, 3.5 years ago, as you saw on that invoice. Rotation is key, and these are very even. So these are the backs here, and I'm due for a rotation tomorrow actually, so I'll be getting these rotated again. But we'll do the typical tread depth here. This is in inches here, standards of 30 seconds. So you can see the rears, I'm right at about 30 seconds, and that's in the middle of the tread there. And if I do the sides, let's see if I can get this to work right here. It's probably about 30 seconds or so, you can see there. So wearing relatively well. Like I said, I'm due for a rotation, so yeah, so that's the rears there, about the 14, I would say, 30 seconds. And I've adjusted tire pressure too here to try and get some more even wear, but rotations help with that too. So if I push down really hard, I'm at 15, but I would say it's more. Here we go, here's the tread gauge right there, right at 30 seconds. Now this is the front. In the middle, and it seems to be about 30 seconds there as well. So that makes sense. The front's got more weight, so it's going to wear a little more evenly with tire pressure, aired up accordingly. And the back obviously runs a little bit lighter, so you're going to have a little bit more wear in the center, which seems to make sense. But so yeah, let's talk about snow traction here. You can see it leaves a very nice tread pattern still, so there's plenty of tread left here. That's the key takeaway in this review, is these are 30 seconds tread depth new, and as you can see, I'm between, I would say, right at 14, both front and rear. You know, assuming you rotate them frequently and keep up on that, you should get perfect wear on these, or nice even wear. So tire pressure too, obviously, but yeah, snow traction's been great. You can see there's probably only maybe 3 inches on the ground right now, but yesterday there was at least 11 inches, I would say, in this area, Minnesota, that these things had no problem. So obviously you get into some black ice or pure ice, you know, any tire's not going to perform very well there. But in the snow and slush and that kind of stuff in the Minnesota climate here, these things are phenomenal and they work great. So for those of you that probably haven't seen my other videos, just to run through again, I'm on the 295/70/18, which is like a little over 34, like 34.25 by 11.5 inch tire. These are the E-rated. So I wanted to give you a 45,000 mile update, just as we're approaching that 55,000 mile tread life warranty that Falken gives with these LT tires. I think the passenger ones are a little bit higher mileage warranty, but figure as I get closer to that mileage, I'll give you guys more updates on them, just if you're in the market or curious for your truck on getting some new tires, how they've held up for me so far. But yeah, traction's been great. Another big takeaway is road noise. So has not increased at all. It's still very quiet, as you might have seen in my other video. These things are really quiet on the road, so that's one huge thing about these. And they have a really nice tread pattern, and they seem to hold that aggressive look through the wear here. So 45,000 miles, you know, 30 seconds new, like I mentioned, averaging around 30 seconds. So I've really only burned down a little over 30 seconds of tread here. So there's plenty of tread left on these things. That's kind of why I wanted to keep doing more periodic or increase the frequency on the review for you guys here to see if, as I get closer to that 55,000 mile warranty, if they wore faster or not. They seem to be holding up great from my last video at 40,000 miles. So yeah, there's nothing but good things about these. Quiet, they do great in the snow, great in off-road traction. I do a lot of gravel and service road driving with hunting and fishing and that sort of thing, so I wouldn't say they're a mud crawler or anything, bog crawler for me by any means, but I get into some light mud here and there. But where these things shine is in the winter, I think, definitely with the siping and such. So as you can see, they pile up and collect the snow like they should, which helps in your braking, traction and that sort of thing in the snow. One other big takeaway too is you can see like there's absolutely no dry crack or dry rot cracking going on with these tires. Being 3.5 years old for me, that's one thing I experienced with my previous set of BF Goodrich. Was the KOs, and then I also ran the KO2s. I've ran several other all-terrains primarily with my trucks throughout the years, but those two definitely had some dry rot cracking going on, as you can see, like in the tread voids, in the channels and such, and even on the edges here I experienced some cracking. So that's one positive thing with these tires, is I have not experienced that yet, and very similar application that I've used them for, so that's huge. They've definitely held up to my expectations so far. So I know one other comment from other folks watching the videos is question if these tread depths, or sorry, the sipes are actually full depth siping, and I would say yes and no. Yes, in the sense that they are full depth, that they go down to the minimum tread warranty or tread wear bar, which is I think 330 seconds. So if you see my last video, I think it was the 40,000 mile update, you'll see I actually measured those, and they do go full depth in terms of 330 seconds. So no, they don't go all the way down to the actual bare rubber beyond the treads here, but full depth in terms of they actually satisfy or meet the full tread bar, which is 330 seconds, which is when you should replace these anyways. So yeah, I would say they're full depth siping in that sense. So it's a harder compound, I would say, being the LT rating versus the passenger tires. That's maybe one thing to keep in mind if you're looking for tires. I guess in general too, with these tires as well, is if, you know, this is on a half-ton truck, so I have an F-150. So I've been getting excellent wear. That's probably something to consider. It's a lighter weight, generally speaking, for trucks. You know, if you had a 1 ton or a 3/4 ton with a diesel, more power, more torque, that kind of thing, you might experience a little less mileage out of these compared to what I'm seeing with these. But so far so good. Been an excellent tire. As you can see in the snow here, phenomenal. They get great traction. I'm very confident with these things on the highway, service roads, off-road, that kind of thing, but especially in the snow, like I mentioned. So yeah, thought I'd give you guys an update here. If you're in the market for tires, once again, I highly recommend these, and I'm going to keep driving with them and hanging on to them here, assuming the wear remains the way it is here. So I got plenty of tread left on these, and I think I owe that to getting the proper air tire pressure along with frequent rotation. So I know a lot of guys or people don't rotate their tires like they should. You know, in theory, obviously your rear tires are probably going to wear out faster than the front with that in mind, but rotations are key. So yeah, if you're in the market for tires, all terrains for your truck, highly recommend you give these a chance or give them a try. In the current market with pricing, they seem to be pretty reasonable, or comparatively speaking to other brands. Everything's gone up now in price, so, but these are, I'd say, middle of the road, or even slightly a little bit cheaper amongst the other brands. So they balance well too, they're quiet, and great traction. So yeah, highly recommend you give these a shot. But anyways guys, thanks for watching.